keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep
why we have a late emoji.
let me just let me
COVID
keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
COVID.
Just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Listen to his live authority here. This is the most badass. You do rock ass and land. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you. See, this is not before. My host today. Oh, I didn't put you in the name, Vault. Wow.
Oh,
Vault's here, everybody.
I see how it is, Tommy. I see how it is.
Got away from his bitches. Vault's Arab. He's got like 5 wives and shit. Took some time off. He's very, very, very lucky today.
Yeah. I had to calm her down.
From your 15 wives. That's got to be so cool to have somebody who's like, okay, babe, it's your turn tonight. Because you can't like when you're married, like this is the way the sex role goes, all right? For the most part, unless you're like newlyweds, and then it's just fun all the time. But as you go on in your marriage, right? It's twice a month, or something like that. And but because of this time, there's work to say. If you have 4 or 5 wives, there is no excuse to have sex once or twice a month. Because let's say you had some with my wife, I go, yeah, it was pretty good last night. Let's do it again. 2 days in a row. I want to go to sleep. Blah blah blah. Okay, hey Jenny, your turn. I mean, it's like you could just switch it up. As soon as she gets tired and doesn't want to do it again, then you get another one. Good side of Islam.
Hell yeah. Dude, Tommy is now free Palestine. Let's go.
That's the upside. You know what another thing too is because
he's pro Palestine.
How many? No, I'm pro multiple wives and lots of sex. I don't care how you get there. I don't care how you get there. Oh man, that'd be awesome now.
Literally just 5 minutes with Tommy talking to me on Discord. He's now just full blown pro Palestine. Full blown Islam.
Oh, no.
You gotta appreciate, they got all the wives, and if you don't like it, die.
Yeah. But I was thinking, my wife used to watch the Sister Wives, I guess it's Mormons.
Yeah.
And she would just roll her eyes and go, oh my god, I can't believe it. And I'm thinking, all I could think watching this is he could just switch pussy every night. That's all I can think about. That's all I can he could bang that one, right? And then does he ever one of them, the older ones were getting kind of hit, right? What does that tell the older wives? Maybe they don't care too, after you pump out a couple kids. He's like, yeah, he's been sleeping with the 32-year-old wife. I'm 44, a lot more than he's been sleeping with me. I wonder if there's something to that. Sister wives. Ugh. You only have multiple wives in Arab countries if you have serious money. Is that right? Vault?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Because I always wondered.
Actually, like one of my cousins.
Yeah.
He now wants to marry his. He now wants to marry a second wife too.
Business is booming.
Insane.
Business is
which is
booming.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
You imagine that? He probably just married a regular Muslim guy. It's like, he'll never have enough money, and all of a sudden he does. And now you got to put up with this bitch in your house. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, is that how it works with the Mormons too?
Well, here's the thing. I was just going to ask, I've never heard about any Muslims in America getting arrested for, what do they call that, Matt, when you have more than one wife? What's it called?
Oh, God, I can't even remember that phrase.
What's it for? The not polyamory.
Polyamorous, right?
No, that's... What do they call that when you have... Because you can't have more than one. It's polygamy. Yeah, you go. Yeah,
thanks, polygamy Jack. There.
Yeah, polygamy. I've never heard about Muslims getting arrested for polygamy. You hear about it all the fucking time with Mormons. I can remember tons of cases, people getting picked up. You can say they're your wives, but they cannot be married. If you can be arrested for polygamy. A lot of times, the only other guys who get arrested for polygamy are these guys pilots, and they live 2 different families and 2 different. That's illegal. That's
God!
It happens a lot. It still happens, I think. pilots, people that have like long travel jobs. You know, I've heard about guys like I have family in L.A., family in Houston, family in New York, and none of them know about each other. And, you know, my mother was an airline attendant, so you could sort of see, like, not that she, I shouldn't have said it like that. I sound like a whore. No, but the time away she spent, I could see a man being able to get away with that. My mom was a Virgin Mary, all right? Stewardess, no, man, she'd break your fingers, Stephanie, if she said stewardess. She was a silver liner, man. She was one of the... You know, they used to fire you when you hit 30. You know?
Oh, really?
And you were expected to, like, get your ass pinched.
They probably still do it.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't. It's because of my mom's real feminist movement called the Silver Liners. So she was, like, an original member of or something like that. Yeah. So you were expected to get your ass pinched, and it just kind of came with the job. And then you get the pay was kind of, like, shitty, even though it's a lot more than just being a waitress. There's a lot more going on. There's more safety stuff involved. You got to run a tight ship. Stewardesses they're a little more slick than you might think.
You could also die at any moment.
Yeah.
I think about that too.
Also bad.
That's the thing. They got to be calm when, like, you know, they got to be able to lie and say, no, this happens every so often. yeah. That's not the first time. Yeah, the engine's gone, but you know, they go. Sometimes
yeah, a waitress doesn't have to worry about the restaurant falling thousands of feet.
I know. No, they gotta be.
Or like if
leaders.
Fucking, or like if the chef just like passes out or something.
Yeah, no, it's no big
something.
deal. Yeah. I'm sorry, the chef passed out. It's gonna get a little longer getting your meal. They started doing that, and I think my mom's generation, the '60s, of course, you know,
okay, buddy,
fought back. Eastern Airlines, Silver Liner, yeah, she's that's real feminism, because she wanted to work, and she just recently retired in her. God, she's in the late 70s now, yeah. So she's recently retired. She'd probably get back on a damn plane if she shouldn't. Yeah, she loved it. She loved the job. Because you get to be away from your husband. You know, fucking.
It's also like very, very long hours too.
It's long hours. I think you have to be highly organized. That's the impression. Or at least my mom is. And she was also. I think she worked hard. She was also the last one off. Whenever we have to go to like LaGuardia and pick her up or something like that, she was the last one off. Like all the other girls would come off. Maybe because she had the most seniority. I don't know. Because she was like, you know, last one off the shit. You know, and she was kind of a neat freak. She probably had OCD. You know. All right. Who wants to watch Willie Mack show?
Do it.
Goof on Hasan. Who's this guy who wrote me? He's a big dipshit.
Are we going to talk about...
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this guy now, going into it.
Yeah.
So I said Hasan's stupid. I think I'm pretty solid ground. Everything, like, you know, another thing, I think just about every geopolitical prediction he's made has hopelessly been wrong. He's wrong about fucking everything. He says stupid stuff. So here's what I guess. Guy called Idiot Loser. He's a lefty hack, right? And when I say lefty hack, I don't mean like he's got a job in politics. I mean he's just a stupid partisan. All right. You guys. So I said that I have a theory. Hasan knows he's stupid. He's learned how to cope with his weakness expertly. I think that's true. Because like I see the way Keemstar copes with his dyslexia, similar to the way I do. Just kind of bull through. But Hasan is
wrong guy. Wrong Arab, Tommy.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. No, let me tell you something. I'm not wishful thinking. I would never, ever compare a true man, as big a maniac as he was, a real man, to the bone.
Yeah, he was
to
insane.
Saddam Hussein, he was a maniac and a psychopath, but he was a real motherfucking man.
Yeah, dude, he was a man's man. He like
watched the way that guy died.
I can't say no.
They were bringing him to the gallows, and he looked scared, like anybody would. And he got snapped out. Somebody yelled out in the crowd, "You ruined Iraq." He turned around, "I am Iraq." They put that rope around his neck, and he's arguing with the fucking guy. "No, fuck you. I ruled this bitch. You got that?" And then they hung him. That's manly. I remember, like, my buddy called me, and I was in the Army at the time. As you can see, this Saddam execution. I was like, yes, I did. And he was a little careful because he knew I was like super gung-ho, war on terror at the time. What'd you think of that? And I said, John, I think that's the manliest shit I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. It was. Go watch The Hanging. Get the translation. That's manly.
Oh, help. It was really good.
Now put Hasan.
Yeah, it was like manly.
Yeah, it's the most macho fucking monkey thing I've ever seen in my life. I've talked about that. I think I've talked this about you, Matt. I've spoken to this particular subject. Yes. It is the most. And by the way, he deserved what he got, and he's a filthy murderer. I'm not trying to say that he was a good person. I'm not trying to say he was a great man. I'm saying he was a real man to the bone. Yeah. He's a maniac.
Well, now on the other hand, his son.
Yeah, but no. I could see. Well, they went out fighting. In fairness, but put a rope around Hasan's neck. Let's say some right wing wackos got a hold of him and just put him in the gallows or something like it. Crying, blubbering, you name it. I don't think he would be like, look, I got into this because my cousin, I just wanted to make money. They're right about me, all right? I don't believe any of this shit. I'm like a millionaire. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Not like, I am Twitch, bitch. Hang me right now. I'll still be the king of this bitch. No, that's not Hasan. No. That's Saddam Hussein. No. And you can't look me right in the eye and say that he's got that kind of principle, that he's that kind of man. No, because few people are. Few people are that fucking tough. When I was in Tikrit, which is the home of Saddam Hussein, okay, there were people that I spoke to that said the best fucking street fighter they ever saw in their life was a 20-year-old Saddam Hussein. These old guys, that guy can fucking fight, man. I believe it.
Like he went to his teacher's house with a fucking like gun or something.
Yeah, but I heard he could throw with his hands from the locals.
Yeah,
like he was like, "Come on, let's do it." Like he was that guy, and then he'd kill you. And he's a gangster. You know what he was? He wasn't Islamic Islamist or anything. He was a stone gangster. HBO made a great movie about him and his sons. Nobody ever talks about that. It's like The Sopranos, but for Arabs. You know, you ever see that? What was that called?
Shit. I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a great. It's about 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀 mostly, but ixnay on the 𝓦𝓲 and the 𝓬𝓲.
I know there was a movie about Saddam Hussein's body double or something.
Oh, that movie sucked. This is a series, only like 5 episodes. It's about 𝓦𝓲 and mostly.
No, but like, Tommy, they had like companies named after the companies in Scarface.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Did they really? Yeah, the gangsters. Yeah, they were stone gangsters.
Yeah, they actually did.
Yeah, Saddam was a gangster, for sure. He's a fucking real G. You can give a fuck about dying. Try not to, but whatever. I don't know. I can respect that at some level. I also can respect that he probably should have been pulled apart, not just hung. And drawn and cornered. Fuck that bitch. All the horror he caused. But I ain't taking anything away from his manliness.
So back to Charlie?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sort of. So this is what this douchebag said to me. You can read what else he said because I'm not going into everything. He goes, so I read that theory. So he goes, you guys can't even move the needle on him. I can't move the needle on a lot of fucking guys. Like, I don't fucking get like criticism. Like I don't get that at all. Like, well, if I can't move the needle on him, then I'm just sitting there pounding my fucking.
I can't move the needle on myself.
Yeah, I know. Like what are you talking about? Like, if the criticism is good or it isn't, you fucking phony, right? That's got to be frustrating. Yeah, I'm just butthurt. That's why I think fucking Hasan is stupid. There's nothing he said or done that had brought me to this conclusion. You know, I also think most critical is dumb. That I find strange. Let me hear it out. How come you guys don't criticize him? Well, here's why I don't criticize him, because this is something lefties really have. Stephanie can back me up on this. Lefties think lefties believe that this is how they check if you're smart or not. What are your political beliefs? If they align with yours, you're smart. Oh, you're one of the good ones. You're one of the smart ones. This guy, Cruz, and I've seen him around. He's been with 5 years, at least half a decade on Twitter. He's one of those guys. Like, because how could you come to the conclusion that Charlie's like dumb or dim or slow? Like, there's nothing that he's done. Has he botched stuff? Is he stuff like, well, that's not an indication of a lack of intelligence, right? Well, intelligence is the speed of learning, right? A lack of intelligence is never learning, which is Hasan. Charlie corrects himself all the time. Hasan never does. Ever, no matter what. Hasan has positioned himself as somebody who has strong takes on geopolitics. This guy can't get a prediction right. Like nothing. He never gets anything right. So I have come, and it's his behavior, his talking about 9/11 and people deserving it. This really base, boy, I fucking deserve it, man. He sounds like the retards he hates. My personal favorite is calling babies. He was talking to this guy, and basically the guy was justifying the slaughter of civilians by saying anybody that's in the center of Palestinians' lands are game, right? And I remember H3, I had this video floated out to us, but in that particular group, H3 pointed out there are babies, kids, and children. And Hasan says this with H3 fucking, sticking his ass up in the air and letting him put his dick inside him. Babies are settlers too. That's a stupid thing to say, because I know, I'm absolutely sure that Hasan doesn't want people to think that he's a terrorist sympathizer. He is, but he's definitely trying to avoid, and he can't even do it. He gets everything wrong. Stupid safets he can't back up. To Charlie? Okay, Charlie, I will say this, and I know exactly why too, because I've probably been guilty of this myself. Charlie doesn't get a lot of criticism. You're probably talking to the only YouTube commentator that has criticized him in the last 24 months.
Listen, fuckhead.
Who else? Matt. They're light criticisms.
Yeah.
Only. That's me. The only guy. But here's the thing. I can only disagree with him. I can only say, all right, he got this wrong. Normally he fixes it. That's all I can do, because he doesn't make insane statements to the equivalent of the Americans deserved 9/11. No follow-up. Babies are settlers too. There's no equivalence. There's none. There's nothing. So, Chris, you're just biased. That's it. I can look at a guy and see that guy's smart or fucking stupid, regardless of their political affiliations. I guarantee there's somebody out there, and this is going to be tough to get, that's a complete right-wing Ku Klux Klan following wacko that has a 150, 160 IQ. Guarantee it. They're out there.
I mean, like, was it the
guarantee
fucking Unabomber a fucking genius?
Yeah.
He was just
well, isn't it
insane.
funny that the left, did somehow conflate political ideology with intelligence? Like, in other words, the more intelligent you are, then you would almost naturally have to be geared to the right way of thinking. Like, that's the most insane fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. That's nuts. You could have, you could be a criminal in intelligence. Those intelligence equals good person. You could be a criminal. You could be a murderer. You could be a cheat. And, have all skill IQ. You can have all that and just be, you can be completely fucking brain dead, and you can be brain dead, and you can also be brain dead and agree with you too. Look at that fucking guy from Pennsylvania. Look at our president. He's damaged goods. Look at that retarded girl that runs around talking about the environment when she has no idea what she's talking about. But how did people say that what's her name? Pippi 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓀𝓀, whatever her name is.
Bro, it's been so long since I've heard her name. She hasn't been relevant in a while.
Greta
Thunberg.
Yeah, Greta Thunberg.
Thunberg,
Why is she not considered a fucking retarded girl? Because she's basically like half a retard, all right?
Oh, she is.
I mean, you can see when she talks, the way and her eyes are going on, shit like that. All right, it's not really funny. Well, it is, but she's not intelligent. She definitely has problems. I feel bad for people that have problems. But she could be put in this situation of being a wise person because she has the right political ideas. That is something that is unique to the left. I've never. I mean, everybody is like, oh, you're like people say that, like, oh, you agree with me? Well, you're a smart guy, and that's where it is. It doesn't say anything about your intelligence, right? But yeah, you're smart. You agree with me? Okay, yeah, sure. You can agree, like, you really think if people agree with you that they somehow have a better grasp of algebra than you do, or they would learn it faster? Charlie seems pretty fucking reasonably, slightly above average intelligence to me. Slightly. Is that fair, you think? I think he's
I think
rocket
so.
scientist.
I think so.
Slightly. Probably has like 125, 130, maybe higher IQ. Sure. Hasan does not. He does not. He is brain dead. He's good looking. Well, that's another thing. Look at all the money he makes. OnlyFans people make a lot of money. The reason they're making money has nothing to do with intelligence. You could be an intelligent OnlyFans model. It's not indicative of intelligence or being like dim.
Kim Kardashian, which is like another example. She is stupid, but she's still like wealthy as a motherfucker.
You also can be stupid and good at certain things. I totally believe that. Like I don't think she's brain dead, Kim Kardashian. I think she's more ignorant than stupid. Ignorant means you don't know. So she probably wasn't exposed to a lot of things. That's why she says dumb stuff. That could make you say, like, I don't think Hasan has an excuse. He's got to graduate from Rutgers.
People just like watching him talk. That's it.
He's a good-looking guy. I think that's most of it. Like, people just like, I think it's a lot of people on the internet. They just like hearing them talk or hearing the voice or something like that. And the performer starts to think, wow, I must be some kind of genius. No, this is something about you people like. That's all. But this is how. Why could it be me? Well, it had to be somebody.
Hasan is the biggest left-leaning political streamer in the world, informing people on.
Actually, he's farther, guys. This left. He's pretty far, but this guy's farther than him.
No, he's a socialist too.
Baying pig, you bloodthirsty, violent pig dog.
Court cases.
This is the guy. It's like babies are settlers too.
Psychopathic, bloodthirsty fantasies that they've all had.
And cultural debates.
You are just a trans person. Sorry, you don't know what the f you're talking about.
But he is not informed or consistent on any of it.
What does that mean?
You are just a Twitch fucking streamer.
What does that mean?
Yeah, no. He's an idiot. No, that's the thing. Like,
making arguments as if he's some sort of military missiles expert.
Do you think that is a misfire from a rocket? Because I've shown you the misfires from Hamas rockets.
Yeah, you know what I'll do? I'll wait to find out. Which is exactly what I was talking to Nick. He says, "Oh, I hope that was some kind of like fuck up. Hasan got out of that so quick." And I'm like, "Well, I even actually said, well, probably not. They seem to be pretty sure. But sure enough, the rocket was a misfire. Sure enough."
It does not look like that.
If someone
But he's not smart enough to learn to like, all right, let's wait in this one before.
There's a different opinion that he
That's
doesn't.
brains. That's smart. That's intelligence. That is like I'm not going to see him to make the same mistake twice.
So just like patience.
Patience.
Just general fucking patience. Yeah.
How many mistakes does Charlie make? Like, since I'm supposed to criticize Hasan with the same fury as Charlie, quite possibly
Probably
the
not
most.
many, yeah.
He's difficult to criticize.
All the mistakes he's made has been corrected by him.
I know. He's difficult to criticize, Charlie. It's hard. And there is the other thing, which, by the way, isn't his fault. His fan base is... They do not take credit. His fan base doesn't take criticism very well. But he does. 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓂𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀. 𝓦𝓲𝓵 might be the smartest guy I've run into. Like, you want to like raw brains? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerd City's pretty smart too. You know,
no,
he is. He's a social retard, and he's an egomaniac. His ego and his feelings, his emotions, make him look stupid. No, but Nerd City is not dumb.
Yeah.
He is not a dumb guy, but your emotions can make you do dumb stuff.
He calls them racist, transphobic, genocidal, whatever will discredit the critics so he doesn't have to actually engage with their argument.
You bad faith, apartheid defending, bloodthirsty.
How can he call anybody bad faith when he doesn't debate anybody anymore?
Genocidal freak.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars.
I don't know why anyone would be surprised with Hasan. His entire life is a hypocrisy. He's a multi-millionaire socialist with a $200,000 car living in a $3 million mansion. But remember, he only bought the car because he wanted his community to have fun. He didn't actually want it.
But this is why I do this stuff, okay? This is why I was like, I might not even buy this car in the end if it's like, you know, too much of a hassle. But like, I literally do this for that.
Yeah, he spent 150 grand on a car so Austin Ox can make it 30 seconds.
You know what that sounds like to me? Those Christian fucking kooks. Like, we got this big fucking beautiful gaudy church for you.
Yeah.
The person who
all for
donates.
you.
Yeah.
Mega
It's the
church?
same thing. Yeah.
Keep donating, guys. It's all for you.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, this is all for you. Oh no, this is not about me. I mean, I have 5 cars and I live like literally a king, and even the building sort of looks like is a throwback to European churches, which have kind of their own royal vibe about them. But that's for you. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You know what? He deserves your money if you fucking believe that.
And I'll have fun.
That's how good he has it, baby.
So, no,
Even these guys are fucking thinking stupid.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. Yeah, so my community can have fun. Like,
He bought it because he's really
Can I borrow it? I borrow your car? I want to have some fun.
generous, guys. Remember, Hasan lives on a basic necessity budget.
They live on a basic necessity budget for the most part anyway, okay?
This guy
Before he hit it rich, he was the most gaudy guy on fucking Young Turks and flexed all the time. That's before he hit it rich. So I'm supposed to believe now that he is rich, I guarantee you he eats expensive food every fucking night. I know those guys. I even know rich guys that kind of like they'll still eat at McDonald's and what have you. But I also know those rich guys that they like it full blast all the time. I guarantee you, Hasan spends major bucks every month. He's not one of those miserly rich guys. Guarantee he spends big.
wears outfits that cost more than most people's cars, but hey, basic necessity budget. I don't care if people are rich, it's their money, they earned it, spend it however you want. My problem is Hasan makes it sound like he does it for you. He is completely self-serving. He will actively advocate for the removal of copyright law because he steals content en masse. His business strategy is to stream for as long as possible, so oftentimes he has nothing to do but watch other people's content. He's not even there for a lot of it. When called out for this, it's not like he's honest and says he doesn't care. He twists his laziness into making it sound like he's doing everyone else a favor.
I think that as far as like rigorous control over IP, I personally don't have it. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's a good thing.
What do you mean you don't believe in it? I don't understand what that means. You think that people should be able to steal your videos and up?
He doesn't understand what it means either. This used to be a movement on the left. I think around the time Napster came out, there's a lot more. There's some people that don't believe, and communists, what a shock, they don't believe in personal property. They don't believe in IPs either, because it's property. You can't have it. So I think he got attached to that because it's convenient, but that's always been something on the far left. Like no property whatsoever. So like when it comes to things like copyright, they just dismiss it completely. You know, that's kind of like, so he probably knows that at some level, but just no idea how to explain it, because it's just so he can watch other people's work and essentially not have to do anything for it.
Upload it.
Yeah.
Of course he's not worried about protecting.
Justify it.
Yeah, it's just a way to justify it. He doesn't believe in anything. Yeah, sure. Something like that. Yeah.
His own.
It's like, it's politics to him, ideology to him, belief to him is like, go Rangers. We win the cup this year. That's as deep as it gets.
IP, it's worthless. Nobody wants to react to him. The channel that re-uploads his VOD struggles to break 2,000 views a video. The channels that do well are the ones ripping him reacting to other people's content, often unfairly.
So do not believe in IP personally, so much so that I've allowed everyone to literally
doing you a favor. I'm glad fucking I'm glad he picked up on this.
Whatever the fuck they want with my IP. That's why there's like 1,000 different fucking Hasan Abi fan channels out there, some of which have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Stealing Hasan's content is just stealing other people's content.
In a perfect world, I think that content of this sort would be heavily subsidized by government subsidies in the arts, in the field of art.
You would be subsidized?
Everyone.
This motherfucker.
Everyone, because you're not allowed to own anything. He's a commie. You would be something. You could apply to be a streamer, and if you get accepted, when you get checked to make sure you have the right thinking, then you get your then it'd be subsidized by the government. Yeah, send you your computer, tell you what static IP you can use, and by that point, you're gonna have a pretty good idea what you can and can't say.
It's like he's innovating on something. Yeah, Hasan, our tax dollars should go to you, bro. Electric cars and oil? No. Hasan sitting in his room watching MasterChef? Take my money. Hasan recently has admitted that he's broken boundaries when it comes to copyright, but he claims he's making efforts to be better.
I myself have absolutely been someone who has broken some of those boundaries, but I usually try to.
Which boundaries did you break?
One of the things is I think you
missed something, Willie. He says he doesn't believe in it. Why is he's saying he's breaking boundaries? Does he mean legal boundaries? If he doesn't believe in it, why would he be getting better? There's nothing to get better. He didn't do anything wrong to begin with. This is something Willie missed. Like, so he speaks on some side is not. On one side, I don't believe in this shit. Then why would you say you're trying to get better? You might say, listen, I'm trying to stay more within the law, but I don't disagree with the law completely. That's why I ignore it as much as humanly possible. But there's an inherent problem here. Don't worry, I saw that 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝔂𝓫's going to sue Nick. He literally said he was going to sue Nick for a I guess that would be what do they call it, a defamation suit, and then called fucking Nick a half-wit. I mean, are you kidding me? You half-wit.
Meanwhile,
any fucking deal. A, you don't have the fucking money, and B, no one wins those cases. And he goes, no, this is what he said. This is pretty much an open and shut case between me and Nick. And then he used the word half-wit. You're a half-wit. There's no such
in the group
thing.
Chats. Yeah, in the group chats that were leaked, Nick is saying, I don't think 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓂 is a pedophile. In fact, that's what they're using to fucking.
Oh, really?
See, yeah, they're like, see, he doesn't think he's a pedophile. Get him, boys. You know, fuck him up.
Funny. I feel bad for 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵 because he's legitimately retarded. He totally is. Yeah, he really is. Like he's more retarded than 𝓬𝓵𝓵𝔂𝓫, and that's saying something.
I'll agree with this as well. It's just like, don't leave the video running when you get up
100%
to go pee.
Yeah, you can't
That's
do
like
that.
pretty basic.
He's never stopped doing this. He does it multiple times a stream.
I have to pee. I'll be back. Hold on, I gotta pee. I'm sorry.
National correspondent.
I gotta pee.
So in a way, going to coal mines.
It's actually more typical for him to unpause the video when he leaves.
Very odd. I have to pee real bad.
Because they knew that if they were really going to sell this,
broadcast. Hold on, I gotta pee real quick.
Willie's relentless. Pitches. I don't believe in copyright IP. It says the dude that threatened the DMC people for clipping the wrong information. Did he? Yeah. I wonder if that gets in here.
I have never seen Hasan not once pause the video when he goes to the bathroom. One time he almost thought about it, but he couldn't quite bring himself to do it.
And I gotta pee again.
Time, you know, went
Maybe should I? Would I?
That's yeah. Fuck it. No, you know what it is? Because he's greedy. He's fucking greedy. Yeah. All he could do, I know this from being a streamer, he could just like, and he gets what, tens of thousands. So he's like, I can't stand one person fucking.
I need them.
I need every single
keep watching
one.
The stream, please watch the stream.
And it is true. If he leaves it on, he'll retain more than if he just lets it go blank. That's true. It's 100%. It's going to happen, right? It's not going to be that significant. If he just goes and pees and comes back, he'll get it back, but he can't not for a second. Not for a second. Because that's how fucking greedy. That's how greedy this fucking commie is.
Donators.
A guy that wants you to basically work for the government, because at the end of the day, that's what communism is. You get to apply for what you want to do, and the government complies. You don't own anything. You don't have anything, right? That's what but he's greedy. That fucking greedy. Ever notice with all these commies? You ever notice with these Marxists? You ever notice with all these socialists? The ones that are in your life, they never have any fucking money. Ever! They don't loan, they don't help, they do nothing. Whether they have it or not, they'll never give you a nickel. A nickel. They used to say that communists always need rides. When I was really into going to like shows and shit back in the late 90s, they always need rides to the show. When they go to Rage Against the Machine or something like that. Because the greediest people on earth are the ones that want to control the money. Go figure. At least with a greedy capitalist, I get something in return.
I recognize that was wrong. I stopped doing that.
He's just
Wait a minute. I thought he just said before that he doesn't believe in it. How can he be wrong?
To Ethan when he says this, and that's because he never wants to be seen as the bad guy. He will always frame himself as the righteous victim. You see, the real reason why his son steals other people's content is because he was just a poor boy growing up in Turkey.
If you want to understand why I have this opinion, look, I grew up in Turkey. We did not have access to movies when I was growing up. That
I listen to this, Vault. This is for you. Because you grew up in every country.
In a timely manner. We did not have access to video games when I was growing up in a timely manner.
You got Castlevania till a year later. You poor thing.
Didn't he grow up in Jersey?
No, he's born in Jersey and he went back. And I don't believe he's poor. I don't think he's poor at all in Turkey. Not everybody in Turkey. Turkey's pretty impoverished, but not everybody in Turkey's poor by any stretch. Yeah.
Was able to.
I know this because I live in Germany. Because it's practically Turkey, Germany.
Enjoy all of these video games when I was growing up in Turkey was cracked video games. There's a massive black market.
He's right about this. All movies, everything in the Arab world is like, because when I was in Iraq, there's a lot of cracked and hacked stuff. There's
like one DVD with a bunch, like 5 movies that are still in theaters in America. Like,
sometimes,
you see that a lot,
yeah.
right?
Like, you get a lot. Like, sometimes we'd get really good copies. It was kind of a crapshoot. When I was in Iraq, does this still happen, Vault? Like with DVDs are big.
Not as much.
Not as much because the DVD markets, but the streaming's killed it. Probably.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd have buddies come back from the military and be like, "Yo, you want to watch 300?" I'm like, "What?" Oh,
yeah, they got the Iraqi version.
Yeah.
You know what we used to call it?
Because we had those stores. They would like sell DVDs like really, really fucking cheap.
Do you want to hear a conversation that I was in the army with? I probably this is I guess is racist. Although I found out the fucking Arabs don't really care. It's American Arabs that care about this, or English speaking Arabs. He's like, "Yeah, you want to watch 300? Yeah, sure, pop it in." "Oh man, that's a Haji 300. I don't want to see that shit. You got no Haji? Like, I don't want no Haji movie." That was a Haji movie, as you used to call him. Yeah. You want a Haji 300? "Oh man, that's the only one I got." "Oh, come on. I thought you had 300. I'm buying that shit. It's fucking $19.99. I ain't buying it."
They're all dancing.
Yeah. No, it's always just a shame. But some Haji movies be good, so it's always a crapshoot. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything anyone's talking about.
That's probably what he's talking about, too.
Hasan isn't redistributing YouTube videos to people who can't watch them. He's just restreaming them. And when his fans would challenge him on his React content, he'd ban them.
Making you react harder to your conversation than when the chair reacts to a video?
Because he's a commie.
Okay, take an hour off.
Classic.
Got some skippy.
Damn.
Rub it on my balls. Smear it real good. Feed it to the dog.
Hasan is a socialist, meaning he thinks employees should have direct control over company decisions. Otherwise, they might as well just be slaves.
And this process is so inherently undemocratic, which is why it's always weird when we fucking talk about, which is why it's so weird when we talk about like how much better we are than like, you know, older organizations. Oh man, we're so much better off than fucking living in a feudalist society. Like, come on, it's like.
Does he really think feudalism was better? Prove it. Run your stream like this. He doesn't because he knows it would slow down his business.
And you're supposed to sit there.
Yeah, I think all the people that donate should have a say in what he talks about and how he talks about it.
Oh yeah, you know what?
This is actually mods.
Yeah, no, it's mods. Yeah, mods have priority.
Actually appropriate because, like, hey, guess what? I'm too stupid to make that decision for myself. I'm too stupid to make that decision for the entire company. We can't get together as an entire.
Yeah, it's called bureaucracy, and everything stupid comes out of that. We can't get together. It has anything to do with stupidity. It's efficiency.
Also, like,
and there's one thing we know about communism.
Board of directors too.
Yeah, well, there's one thing we know about communism. It's inefficient, historically.
Company and make this decision ourselves.
Can you imagine? Like, I can understand. Like he really, these commies really believe this. Like, so you're gonna get a bunch of fucking working class guys, regular fucking guys, right? And they're gonna make a decision about international trade or something like that. A bunch of guys I grew up with. Yeah, I'm on the board, you see, and I think we should deal with India with this trade. Like, no, it's not gonna work because that's not their fucking job. That's why certain people take care of that are specialized in it. This guy believes that everybody should have a say. Now, I think the little guy should have a say on how much money they make. You know, strike your brains out, form a union, super cool. He thinks that they should have a say on operations. You know, Joe the truck driver? Yeah, I'm going to the meeting with all 300 other truck drivers. We're going to be deciding on what deal we make next as a company. Like that would ever work. Anybody didn't have to do it would be more successful.
Where the profits should go.
Should have
Joe Schmo should have that job too. Yeah, you shouldn't have any qualifications. That's the thing in communism. That's why it's great. You don't need any qualifications. You're just good at stuff just because it's your turn. Kind of like the way his world's gone. You know?
Where should we actually, should we invest it back into the business? Should we invest it back into a better compensation structure?
Yeah.
According to him, he doesn't even do the bare minimum when it comes to the people that work for him. Do mods and editors get a say on what Hasan
gets? He goofed on fucking his artist when he ripped him off?
The cover on stream that day? Does he profit share with
He's the ultimate fucking play to become. Of course he doesn't.
And provide benefits. No, they don't even get.
His cousin's a union buster.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, Jank.
Oh, yeah.
He squashed a union in for Young Turks. Oh, quickly.
Paying, right, a percentage or something proportional to the millions that you're making off Twitch, right? Does that carry over to your Twitch? So sure, I believe you for your podcast.
There's a meeting of the minds right here.
To who? To what?
To editors, to moderators.
Is there a smart Twitch streamer? Like a really bright person? Like that's at the top. That's at the top. Like obviously, what's his name? The Chad, whatever his name. I can't remember his name right now.
I'd say like Destiny, but like
I think Destiny's about average. Like,
he's not a Twitch streamer.
He's not a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Well, he would have been the smartest one though. That's what I'm
maybe
trying
like
to think
Pokimane.
Is there
because of like how ruthless.
Business wise, she's
definitely
intelligent. I would say.
I don't think she's dim. I think she's arrogant.
I think she's cutthroat.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, very.
You know, remember when I was the only one? Remember when I was the only one fucking saying that? Everybody said I was crazy. Now it's just like universally accepted. She's a cutthroat bitch. Remember that? Remember back in 2019, I said she's a cutthroat bitch, and everybody's just like, "Come on, man." And that's funny to say it.
Back in 1990,
2019. Sorry.
Yes.
Saying that bitch is a bitch before she was born. The bitch is born.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're paying moderators or head of moderation?
No, not editors and not moderators.
So no one. You gotta love how he's just down.
All right, I'm done with this. Let's go with bad with news. This is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Bad news, dude.
Bad
There's
with
no
news.
other way to put it. That guy will sit there and speak with absolute authority while the article he has open on stream is proving him wrong. Hasan would debate with a viewer over trans women competing in women's sports and breaking world records.
Please stop.
Why does he not say women? Willie Mack. Why does he woman sports? He did this in the last video he covered it. Why can't he use the plural word? I don't understand that. It makes him sound like a fucking caveman. Woman. These are woman sports. That for woman. Woman say. Stop it.
Did he say woman or is it?
He always does. He's like second, third time. Put a one in the chat if you noticed it. Not just this time, but before.
Accent or something.
Nah, he's a dipshit. Stop. It's women, you dipshit drunk driver. Tommy, it's drunk crashes and make us all look bad. Yes, that's true.
Bob, you're not making any good arguments? No, the only reason why I'm not making any good arguments to you is because you are transphobic, and that's the unfortunate...
I can't think of anything to say because you're deplorable.
Reality, and
I suddenly become stupid when the person I'm talking to is a bigot.
And it's probably not going to change.
This guy didn't even say anything hateful. He just didn't agree with Hasan, so now he's transphobic.
Or they're literally breaking records after.
You're dumb. You're bad. I just disagree with them. Disagree with the liberal. Nobody hates like a liberal.
Records not just participating. Wrong. You are wrong. You are making that up. You have read like 3 articles from like 3 random edge cases. You are wrong. Show me.
It's right there in front of you. Just read. When one of Hasan's trans fans would chime in and say that Hasan's doing a bad job arguing for trans people, Hasan can no longer just write them off as being trans.
And he doesn't have a sense of humor. Like, I've done stuff like that and then laughed to myself, but he can't do that with his image. Because his image is, I'm an authority on everything. You know who thinks they have their authority on everything? Stupid people.
Yeah.
Phobic. So instead, Hasan.
I mean, you ever you talk to dumb people growing up, and they're like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that guy. Or yeah, this is the. And they just like, you know, they're just full of shit. They're called stupid. They're dumb. They're dim. Some stupid people know that, you know, just like, oh, well, I don't know. They don't care if they look stupid. Some stupid people know they're stupid, and they just cover it. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. There's 2 types of stupid people. I'd rather deal with the guy that knows his limitations, personally. I don't know about you. Fake the funk.
Decides to be transphobic.
Here's the other part. Like, you, for the record, my issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans, brought on a known transphobe, knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every.
You know who else does this? His cousin, his nephew, or his uncle. His uncle does this too. He does it all the time. He'll hear something like that or read, and then just like, I hope he'll wish cancer on you. I remember that woman that he had a debate with. She was kind of on the conservative side, and she said something controversial. It was something to the effect of things didn't get better for women after they could vote or something like that. It was a controversial statement for sure. And it wasn't Pearl. It wasn't Pearl, right? He Shank immediately launched in. It was the one that used to run the Honey Badgers. Make me a sandwich, bitch. I mean, word for word came out of his mouth. Like, all the rules were off for decorum with women, because women need to be respected. As soon as she said something that offended him. And he does it all the time, too. He's like, I wish cancer on you, wish you're dead.
Every single day, okay? There you go. Suck my dick. I despise you.
You're a genius.
I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer, okay?
Fight. This guy needs to fight Wigger. For real, for real.
You are cancer in this
Fight Sam High. Please.
Community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick. For the past 15 months, you've been able to fucking hide in these ranks. You catboy. Move your catboy ass out of here. You are never welcome. You are never going to be unbanned. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how much you want to get unbanned, I will never unban you. You are now banished into the fucking shadow realm, okay?
This is actually the closest trait Hasan has to being a socialist. If you disagree with him in any way, he will publicly demonize you and then execute you live on stream.
I don't like you. I'm going to make this very clear. If you are this type of person, I don't like you. I don't want you to be in here, okay? Or if you're going to be in...
I want to know how he got a name like Piker. That's like an English name.
Here, you need to fucking...
Probably not 100% Turkish.
Know your place.
Really,
you need to know
like
your place.
half
Your place
Turkish,
is this,
sure.
okay?
Yeah.
It's not this. It's this. You can stay in here and watch, but you're not going to be able to fucking write in the chat.
All this person did was say that he was bad at art.
Also, you know, he's a walk like... I remember my girlfriend graduated, my ex-girlfriend graduated from the same college he went to, and she's just like, the fucking Rutgers is just filled with idiots. I was like, come on. And I used to be like, well, I couldn't go there. I must be stupid. Then they're like, no, you have no idea how stupid these people are. Hasan is a Rutgers graduate. You know?
Arguing for trans people, which he is. He can't even be bothered to read. When the 𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀 trial was going on, Hasan would ignore all the evidence being presented in the case and just write off everyone as bloodthirsty murderers.
Imagine risking your life for someone else's property. I mean, he wasn't even like technically risking his life. He was trying to get a legal kill. Like, that's what he was trying to do, and he got it. This is what happens when you get a fucking legal kill.
Bro, 3 people attempted to kill him. You've seen the videos. Kyle tried running away, but Hasan ignores all of that and just says it's the conservative fantasy, murdering people.
The greatest thing that could have happened to internet conservatives is this, because this is their fantasy. This is like the psychopathic, bloodthirsty fan.
As he sits behind a flag that is responsible for more deaths than Adolf Hitler.
And Bernie Sanders.
China, Cambodia, Russia, Eastern Europe. Pales, and it has a longer time too. Communism in those countries. Hungary. You want to go to South America? Like, Hitler's like, I was a bitch. You could kill way more than we did. Yeah, they did. They're way more efficient. I love when they sit behind that flag. I love it. It's a special feeling when they are responsible for more death and significantly more death and longer. The Nazis only lasted 12 years. More death and destruction. Till about 1989. So it's basically from like 1918 to 1989. Death, destruction, misery, camps, the whole nine. He sits like behind that while he calls other people murderers.
Like, till today, fucking Venezuela, China, today.
I want to get a big picture of OJ, and I want to tell people how they should fucking treat women behind me. That's what it would be like if I just had a big picture of OJ in a Hertz commercial, just pointing, just this beautiful, giant picture dedicated to Orenthal Simpson, and just go on and on about how you need to treat women. That is the equivalent of what you're looking at here.
Fantasies that they've all had. Okay.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit.
He's got fucking fantasies. Local Posse is still coming up. We're working out. We're going to film yesterday. And I have COVID, by the way. Did I tell you? Did I tell you, Matt?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I got COVID. I'm feeling good now, but I think Kelly got sick today. So he's taking care of her. Everybody's getting COVID. Everybody's getting sick. Will got COVID, it looks like, too. It looks like I brought it home from Glasgow. Got my mother-in-law sick. Whole nine.
Murder those motherfuckers in the street.
But, yeah, I'll try again tomorrow to see if we can get them together. I'll just work on it all weekend. Tomorrow's show's kind of up in the air because, well, it'll be late because Wiesbaden's on tomorrow, so my football team. So
let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Honestly,
unbelievable.
There's a study where it says that more cops actually die from suicide. I don't know than gunfire and on the line of duty deaths.
What are you getting at?
Just nothing. I'm just saying, let's get those numbers up, baby.
Hey, remember, it's everyone else who's bloodthirsty. Yeah, definitely not Hasan who.
He is him, and I tell you something. You know, who else you could throw this bloodthirsty as well. What's his fucking face? The other wacko with the ponytail that lost all the weight.
I have no idea.
Vash! What's wrong with me? Vash is bloodthirsty. I think Vash might be more bloodthirsty than him. Oh, yeah, definitely. There's plenty of tapes out there to prove my point. Plenty. He is absolutely bloodthirsty. You could really see it around September 11th when he was not September 11th, January 6th when he was fear-mongering. I hate that everything's coming down to dates. It's really October 7th, 9/11. Oh, fuck. It's all running out of dates. It's like the fucking New York Yankees retiring numbers. We're going to run out of them sooner or later. 7-7. And I'm so sick of them.
Laughs when cops get killed.
Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Watch out. Are you okay?
No, you shot me.
Oh, God. Are you okay?
Yeah, no wonder he talks about baby. He really is. That's pretty bloodthirsty. That's pretty cold.
Yeah.
He's watching somebody get shot, and just because they're a cop. And you know what it's like?
If someone go ahead.
Because they'll need cops for after the revolution, but hopefully the cops will think like them. They'll go back to beating black people just like the cops before them did, right? And then it'll be tragic, right?
What if someone steals his $5,000 watch Do you think he would go and call the cops?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. He'd be wondering why they weren't, reacting quick enough. He'd have all these opinions on what they should be doing and how they should be
Come on. Do something.
Like, I could see laughing at that. I mean, there are, like, I'm a cold motherfucker myself, but I could see laughing at that if they were abusing somebody and then two cops shot each other that were, like, abusing some black guy. Yeah, fuck those cops. Yeah, sure. But just because they're cops. And he's going to tell you about morality? Are you kidding me? It's a woman, too.
Zero fucking empathy.
Wow. He needs to fight. He needs to fight fucking Sam Hyde.
His poor reporting continues when Iran would fire a missile at a U.S. base. Breaking news. But somehow, Hasan already knows it's an inside job. It's the CIA. He's going to speak with absolute authority while having no source.
Wait, what? Attack on U.S. consulate in Iran happening now? False flag. 100%. False flag.
How do you just say that?
Actors.
How do you just like calmly?
You're stupid. I'm right. He's stupid. That's it.
That amount of certainty.
Stupid.
How do you just say that?
Just stupid. Stupid does this. Low IQ. Stupid. That's what it is. He's a himbo. It's that simple. Why would you do that? Stupid. Why would you continue to do it? Stupid.
5,000 people live daily. And
yeah, it's happened before. You would think. You would think like, all right, last time I looked dumb on this. Why don't I just wait? No, because stupid will have its way. It's unstoppable. Atheism is unstoppable. No, stupidity is unstoppable. He can't help it. That's stupid. That's a low IQ. That's what that is.
Stupidity and fucking ego.
Because
that's all. That's all. It's fucking.
There's no one thing. Well, ego can make you do stupid things. Yeah. Emotions can make you do stupid things. But if you're doing it all the fucking time, you're always that high strung. Really? Only I'm not high strung. Stupid does this. Stupid is the guilty party here. I want to go out drinking.
Chance that
I wish I had the other night.
That is so fucking sussy. Oh no. Oh, that's what's going on in Iraq, the American base that was under attack? No fucking shot. When I say MEK, I just mean CIA. I said MEK, but I mean CIA. Rumors saying the missiles were launched from Iran.
What does that even mean?
Come on, bro. Like, come the fuck on. You think... Like, think about this. The Iranian government, after, like, years of crippling sanctions, despite fucking following the denuclear...
They were killing us the entire time in Iraq. Whether it be funding or actual bombs. And I'm sure they had troops on the ground. I'm sure we had guys over there that were special forces as well. But are you kidding me? They don't got a fucking missile? Are you that dim? Yes.
Agreements under Donald Trump still got more sanctions and still got fucked over time and time again, who are still trying to, according to the U.S. State Department, very close to finalizing the denuclearization deal this week, ends up bombing an American base? Like, so really, dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
At this point, U.S. intelligence says...
Really? That's what happened, you ignorant fool.
...that Iran shot the missiles. Hasan then implies all of his viewers are racist who are believing in the U.S. reporting.
Yes, dude, I'm wrong, okay? It's probably Iran. You're right. It's probably Iran fucking blowing shit up for no reason.
So he just saw this, completely dismissed it. He has no fear of being proven wrong within hours. Was this what year was that? Was 2022? Oh, was it March?
I think I remember this.
Like you just Iran. First of all, Iran had attacked us after we killed that hippie general. That was a really good guy that loved people. We killed him because it was fun, because he was a really good person. That's how bad the United States is. I don't know what he was doing in Iraq. Ukraine. Yeah, where? Oh, let's see what he said.
Jump to.
It's always wrong. Russia was deploying units across the Ukraine border. U.S. intelligence said that they were going to invade, but Hasan and his intelligence team of absolutely no one says no.
And we got a lot to talk about. I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shock.
I think maybe I'll tell my.
You think somebody as rich as him? I mean, I have contacts who tell me what was going to happen before it was going to happen, right? That's only because I'm in Germany because I was an ex-military, right? And I was told without a doubt, it's a done deal, right? You would think somebody like him that has like such an audience that he would know a few like legit military guys that could do the same thing for him. No.
Editors to do this, but I think I'll just change I'll change this every day to Ukraine has still not been invaded by Russia. Every day. Change it to.
Oh, what was the date? What was the date? So it's 2/18. Let's check it out. Invasion of Ukraine. Hold on. Let's check it out. Ukraine. What date was it? 24th. So it's like 6 more days.
A fucking week. That is fucking funny.
Let's go Israel's past.
Not even a fucking week, yeah.
Not even.
But nothing has been worse than his coverage of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. He sells himself as an on-the-ground reporter.
But if it's between me going live and giving you 10 hours of on-the-ground, 10 hours of reporting from the ground.
You're in a fucking $3 million mansion, bro.
You've never been on the ground. Is like, what is he? He doesn't even know what that means. He doesn't know what on the ground means. He has no idea what that means. He means like, well, I'm on the ground. This is the ground.
Well, I'm Turkish. It's close to Arab, so I guess I am on the ground.
Tell me this guy's not stupid. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Critical moment at a critical
anybody
time.
can say something stupid. Anybody can believe something isn't true or an urban legend or something like that. But when it's consistent, you have to say that people are dumb. It was daylight savings here. It's getting like how to run errands. Oh, okay. And that's gone.
Well, I'm right here, Tommy. I sent you that like 2 hours ago.
Oh, weird.
Snap out of it. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have COVID.
Yeah, no, I know.
Another fucking excuse
not going live that day
sake.
just so I can go on Piers Morgan and fucking yell at him.
You didn't yell at him, did he?
No, it was the other.
Selfish of me to take the Piers Morgan route.
This from the ground reporting is just him sitting in his room reading tweets. There is no exclusive information that he's receiving. Yet he speaks with absolute authority. When a hospital was bombed in Gaza, both Israel and Hamas blamed each other, and investigations were on the way to get to the bottom of it. But Hasan apparently already knew, posting a stream and video titled
"Israel just happened last week."
Bombs Gaza hospital, 800 plus killed. In the stream, he goes on to discredit any mainstream media reporting on casualty numbers.
It was less.
It's all.
It was like way less.
Oh, it was? Yeah, it was way less. It wasn't hundreds.
Yeah.
Numbers as false.
Update from 8 minutes ago. Between 200 and 300 people killed in Gaza hospital airstrike according to Hamas-run health ministry from 1 hour ago. Wait, what? No, the number is like 800 now. The number is now at 887, according
He should be your forced to watch Willie Mack video.
To on-the-ground reports. My friend in Gaza tells me, I smell the death now. After Israel violently kills more than 877 Palestinians in the Al-Ahli Arab Hospital in the center of Gaza City. It's a Christian hospital. There's a church next to it, too.
Reads it in
Both
Arabic
are destroyed.
He actually has no idea if they're destroyed. He then implies that this news outlet isn't trustworthy because they pointed out that the only source of information on this is from Hamas.
I love that they keep saying Hamas-run health ministry, like it's not the fucking health ministry.
But it is run by Hamas. Should they lie?
Look, Gaza is essentially a country, and it's run by and its government is Hamas. Like, how do you not know this? Did you just let fucking it's going on 20 years now? And they were filing out of there long before that.
When Israel denied the Hamas and not Hamas.
What's that?
He says Hamas.
Yeah, how do you say it correctly?
Well, I'm not saying Hamas.
Hasan.
It doesn't fucking matter.
6 million. That's way too many. No, it's 800. Well, I tell you something. As stupid as this Piker is, now you know how stupid 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓂𝓪 is. What did he say? 20 million?
Yeah.
Can you imagine me? Oh God. I thought Americans were just bad at geography, not just population numbers. God.
Airstrike, and reports came in that it might have
fucking logic.
Hey, buddy.
I know, like you have a good idea amount of people live there. Imagine something didn't end up being a channel. All right, boys, it's been 9 days. We haven't been invaded United States. Never gonna happen. Hey, where's your jet flight?
Been by Hamas, Hasan suddenly becomes an arms expert.
I do not believe that the Gazan factions have a rocket powerful enough to be able to wipe out their own hospital.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's so bought into that. They have all sorts of small arms that are.
Yeah, fucking Iran.
Look. The worst warfare in the world. I don't care what army goes in there, whether it be U.S. or Israel. The progress would be just as slow. Because, bullets go through everybody. Hey, Chank, it doesn't matter if you're special forces or not. And it would be slow and painful no matter what. There's no, you know why? Because they have enough to engage. Like, if we set the American army in there, right? Much better stuff than I wouldn't even say that much better, right? Than Israel. But we'd have more prep, maybe some guys that have been downrange already. It would be just as slow because Hamas has more than enough to make it difficult. I mean, how the fuck does he know? Just said, what do you think? They just have a couple AKs? Are you kidding me? They shoot missiles at Israel on a regular basis, even during times of peace. He doesn't know that? A buddy of mine got in basic training, and there's no major incident. He was in the IDF. He got bombed in basic training. Like, what a bug out that is. Missiles. Unbelievable.
They do not. They do have rockets, and sometimes there are failed launches.
Yeah, they have more sophisticated rockets. Like, they send them to Israel all the time. I mean, how do you not know that?
But a failed launch on a fucking rocket is not going to be able to destroy an entire hospital. They do not have the fire.
Well, first of all, it didn't destroy the entire hospital. Second of all, you're in
power capabilities of destroying an entire fucking hospital. So even from an immediate assessment, that is unimaginable.
God. How would he have any expertise on that?
Oh, yes. Here. Okay, I'm gonna put this side by side. I want you to fucking understand something, okay? So that is a 𝓤𝓚 called on. Do you think that seems similar to one another?
Yes.
Also, I'm not a ballistic trajectory expert, but that 𝓤𝓚 came from super high up. If you look at the actual confirmed video of the bombing,
oh my God,
know
he's almost the same weapon.
that neither of the
I don't know enough about missiles to say for sure, but it looks like the same shit to me.
Dude, he was this close to fucking.
It's so funny.
Pull out a fucking.
He literally did this. You see this? You see this? This is a bottle.
Distance.
This is what he did. No, watch this. He goes, see this? This is a bottle full of gum, and this is a bottle full of gum. Did they look anything alike at all? Really? Look at them. Completely different. That's what he did.
These parties have the capability of dropping a bomb like this on themselves, even by accident or deliberately. They do not have this capability. You have no evidence. Stop concluding. What is this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at with my own eyes? What are you looking at? I have no evidence. Don't believe your fuck. What do you mean? Does that strike you as a fucking misfire?
Was that a pun? The next day, photos of the hospital would be released, and to the surprise of many, it wasn't blown away. The missile hit the parking lot, destroying some cars, pointing to that initial casualty number of over 800 being greatly
what does say? Jews, Israel, destiny. Probably destiny.
exaggerated. Everybody knew there was a chance that the terrorist group was lying besides Hasan. Let's reflect on his track record. He dismissed U.S. intelligence with Ukraine. He dismissed reporting that a U.S. base got bombed by Iran. He ignored actual video evidence of 𝓬𝓪𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀 defending himself. And now all reports when it comes to the hospital bombing. Because all of these people must be racist. Besides Hamas, they're good, honest folk.
Israeli military.
Propagandists. Let's see, authoritarian and unhinged. That's what I want to say.
What's funny is Hasan is not this critical with countries outside of the West. Hasan loves China because they challenge the United States' sphere of influence.
I don't agree with the U.S., but by talking like this, you make it seem like you are pro-China. First of all, I am pro-China. Okay, so make no mistake on that front. I am pro-China. I do not mind multipolarity. I do not fear multipolarity. So on that front, I am definitely pro-China, as pro-China as it gets.
No, you go. With human rights violations? Don't they slaughter Muslims?
The same people who fucking torture Muslims.
Yeah. They don't put with any Muslim horseshit.
No.
And even ones that aren't doing nothing, they fuck with them.
Okay.
No, you go. Go. No.
They just got a nicer track record in terms of wars. Like once they start doing more of them, maybe I'll be less pro-China. But like
fair,
they've done like 2, in like 70 years.
Chosen Reservoir, baby.
Yeah. And one of them was glorious.
Yeah, it was fucking glorious. So, geez, your foreign policy take is so bad. This is like the Crimea stuff in Hong Kong. You can't be a social. I know Hong Kong is famously on fire.
Yeah.
I always check in with Hong Kong to see how bad things are in Hong Kong, because remember they when the Chinese took over, they executed everyone. It was so crazy.
Yeah, that's the only way Hong Kong can be bad, if they kill everyone. It's insane since China is currently genociding Uyghur Muslims and the people of Tibet, but Hasan says that's okay because those people were savages.
I do not think that China is fascist. I think that they are authoritarian.
Close.
I don't think China is closer to fascism than America.
Go ahead.
Tibet was literally a fucking feudal slave mandate, autonomous zone.
That was a thermonuclear power with 1 billion people.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset.
This guy lives like a king and fucking pisses on the
Fun fact: China only has one time zone. That's how fucking crazy they are.
We talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in and took
China
over.
Unilaterally took over Tibet.
Like these are
their culture.
This is another idiot right here. I'm not into this whole fucking he's getting the red pill fucking bullshit. H3, and like H3. Yeah, he might be like getting a little freaked out now. Because now we're like, I don't know if you noticed around the West, they're like, people are like painting stars of David. I mean, my timeline is filled with like legitimate anti-Semitic shit, like on a daily basis. It's like insane. And I'm not talking about the people just wanting for the war to end. I'm talking like insane anti-Semitic shit on the fucking right, but also much more on the left, especially. There was hunts for Jews inside of Russia. This is not happening in Germany. This is going worldwide. Completely fucking insane. He's a dummy too. The fact that he couldn't say it. The first thing I said when they started this podcast is like, why would you want to sit next to somebody that would mind seeing you dead? Which is pretty much clear with Hasan's statements. I can't get it. I'd never do that again. Saddam was a great man.
Wait, hold on.
JK.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. No, but the fact that he's just waking up to this now, like he didn't know his views, he didn't understand. Like he's talking good about China, one of the worst dictatorships on the planet, oppressive dictatorships on the planet. A guy that talks about the Soviet Union like it's the good old days. One of the most murderous regimes in history. If not one of the most murderous regime in history. On the planet. I mean, certainly had the tech to do it. And look at it. He's just like, really? Really? You're that? Yeah, he's that crazy.
They basically are.
He probably thought this was cute until he started looking at all those people saying horrible things about Jews.
To homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to spoil the religion and the identity.
The part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing that. Yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
I think that yes, I will be on the record
just
to
like
state
America did it.
That while the Chinese
go on, say it. If you took this conversation and framed it with the United States and the natives, or with Palestine, Hasan wouldn't agree with it at all. He'd freak out.
And I think this is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government that squashed. Okay,
Tibet is the South in the Civil War.
Yes.
Apparently, Taiwan is too.
They were a feudal, oppressive.
All right, enough. All right, he's a authoritarian wacko. I want to see Unhinged. And then we'll call it. And then you guys should go watch this fucking awesome video.
Viewers.
I'll take calls. I'll take calls. We want to talk about it, and then I'm calling it a night. So jump in.
Day without you, my friend.
We already know that Hasan is unhinged. That's nothing new. He loves making declarative statements about things he knows nothing about.
I thought all you chuds wanted equality. What the fuck happened? That's the unironic squad W right there, brothers. That's some squad W ass shit right there. If you feel sadness in your heart when you see these little piglets get dragged like this, if you feel sadness in your heart, just remember, who do you think threw the first punch?
You don't know who threw the first punch. Yeah. It's a 40-second clip. He'll watch news reports about riots and then claim there's no riots. XQC does a better job of covering the news.
Local media talking about $3 worth of fucking Doritos. Like, there was a bank run or some shit. Like, also want to fucking make it seem like, this is a riot that was completely out of control.
Wait, some buildings were raided, cars destroyed, people are throwing fucking fireworks. Look at the images being shown on screen. There's dog shit everywhere on the ground. Look at this shit. Like, how is this not out of control or a riot?
This guy's probably the dumbest guys on the internet, and he's fucking light years ahead of Hasan.
That's the most I've been able to understand XQC.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's tragedy porn met with also like black unruly teenagers. Look at them.
But he frames small business owners as people who just want to weaponize cops.
January 6th was the most limp dick version of that. And look what happened. People with a lot to lose, HVAC, business owners, small business tyrants, realized like, oh, it's not like it is in my
small business. That's a first. That's just silly. They don't want you to own it.
That's like an oxymoron.
You really could see, like, you say, well, how does he stay this popular? Because like this goes back for a long. The comedy's been doing this a long time, especially in the West, right? These kids that listen to him because they are losers at absolute everything. Limp dick, LOL. Limp dick, that's funny. And they can't. They don't want to do anything. This type of thing where the government pays for everything for you is really attractive. Saddam. I did it again. Hasan's a fucking moron. I'm fucking stupid. This is perfect. I don't have to do shit. That's who it really attracts. And that's why nothing works when they get in charge.
Small town where I can
the least qualified people are in charge of everything.
Use the cops as my own personal mercenary guard against like nuisances and whatnot.
He thinks rich people should all go to the same college because they're the ones that grape everybody.
At least Patrick Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these millionaire, billionaire, WASP fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire fail daughters.
That to me, that's just fucking straight racist. What do you call it?
It is.
WASP fail. So that's racist. Just straight racist. That is just straight fucking white hate. That's all that is. That is. I have never said. I don't think I've ever said anything like that in equivalence as a joke.
Others is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like taking these guys.
And if you actually put the ethnicity that was charged and convicted of rape the most in the United States, he'd call you a racist. I'm not saying white people don't rape, but I'm pretty fucking sure if we go on an ethnic basis on rape, it's going to be, well, the poorest people in our country tend to be brown. This is not an attack on them either. But I bet it's rape too. Yeah, but they've convinced everybody like you got a better chance of getting raped on campus by a white guy, sure.
And putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the broader society. I'm not stating that it's a good thing that date rape is happening. I'm saying that date rape from these people are inevitable, so at least it's...
Yeah, that's... come on. If you're white or a WASP, it's inevitable? Oh, give me a fucking break. I mean, that is the clearest form of... If he said that about any other fucking group, you have a proclivity of rape based on your ethnicity. Oh, come on. Am I wrong, Paul? Jesus.
Nope.
No, any other group. Say that about blacks. You said that about Muslims.
Fucking Muslims, Jewish people, black people.
Yeah, anyway, you're done. You're done.
Contained.
That's totally
to others from the same fucking stock.
I still masturbate while eating top ramen.
My last video on Hasan was over a year ago, and I still can't quite place my finger on what this guy wants to be. He wants to be seen as an on-the-ground journalist, but
he's a maniac, that's all. He's just a maniac.
Wants to have the accountability of just being a streaming idiot.
I'm just a, dumb idiot with a Twitch stream.
He wants to be seen as someone who fights racism while advocating for it.
Disgusting filth, dude. Eurocentrist trash. Euro trash.
I didn't know he was that racist. I wasn't sure. This is new to me. I knew he's stupid. But what a shock. Most people that are actually legit racist, I'm not talking like accused racist, like cancel culture racist, like actual racist. Most of the ones in my experience are dumb.
Motherfucker.
I mean, if you think about it, like your uncle is kind of racist, like for real racist, like hateful racist. He's really stupid. It's honest too.
The socialist fighting for profit sharing for employees without having to pay any of his own.
So you're paying moderators or a head of moderation?
No, not editors and not moderators.
Hasan wants to be seen as a respectable political figure, but in reality is just a lazy coward. He wants the recognition for doing all these hard things.
He wants some money. I don't even need to hear this. He wants some money. That's all. Hey, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. This picture right here really, this pink little, really, that's Hasan. That's his politics. That's everything. It's just a pink, stupid nightmare. That's that picture is. A big, pink, stupid nightmare. Nobody came in?
No.
Oh,
No.
I can't believe I got it. Should I stream? I was thinking about, I'll do an after show, a private after show, but I was actually thinking about streaming Apex.
Is it gamer time?
Might be gamer time. Destiny is just smashing these motherfuckers online, man. He's like doing the research of a lot heavier than what I did. He's figuring the situation out. Let's see. Rosanna. Hey, you know what Nick told me, and he's writing about it now. He told me he's probably not to make it public. There was Rosanna with the Italian last name. What's her name? Rosanna. Pizzino, whatever it is. You know what, Nick? He convinced me of it. He thinks that she's not a cloud-chasing idiot, right?
So yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw something.
No,
about
his
that.
logic is the whole thing about Mr. Beast came out in a podcast about her apparently legitimately talking about a group of guys that really abused her. So it was like a Me Too, but a kind of a serious Me Too, right? The Mr. Beast thing came up in passing. But for some reason, the whole thing she did, which was a really serious allegations about people that sexually abused her, was just completely forgotten because she said that Mr. Beast wasn't nice to her, right? And that's why he thinks it kind of, because the way she talked about Mr. Beast was kind of in a Me Too fashion. She never actually accused him of anything Me Too-ish, but it felt like she was accusing him of a crime, and using that kind of verbiage and stuff like that. What Nick thinks happened is, because she was all balled up about that podcast, but the crux of it is, like you said, bad things about Jimmy, is why she came off the way she did. Which I now believe that she's not just, she's stupid, but she's not like just a stupid cloud chaser. She just kind of got all balled up in this stuff. I think you might be right.
I don't really understand the logic there. So she says some stuff on a podcast. She also talks about Mr. Beast, but then she goes and tweets about Mr. Beast using
that's
language.
that she's responding to what the public latched onto. In other words, she told a story about somebody like abusing her, like legitimately, right? And they just ignored it and latched on to the Mr. Beast part. It's just like, oh, it's just another Me Too. But that thing he said about Jimmy, so she was responding, like, out of all the things the public could get wired up about, they were more concerned about the side story. I had to wait 10 hours. I thought I was going to be in the video, and I ended up getting cut out of the final video, and I had to hide for 10 hours. I did a good job. I thought I was going to be in there, right? That's the part that the public keyed in on, not I was raped.
So you're saying that she may have a similar IQ to Hasan's?
Yes, but I'm saying that she's not as malicious as I might initially thought she was. At least that's Nick's theory. That the reason she reacted the way she did, so she didn't. It's not like that. Here's what happened. The podcast comes out. It's mostly about her survival story. Okay, there's just an antidote about the Mr. Beast thing. Wasn't really important to her at the time, right? That's what the public picks up on. So that's what she responds to. Yeah, you see what I mean? So nobody it was an afterthought. So that's what she responds to. Because
I'd have to read the original statement again.
Well, well, she does think she was like treated poorly. And she does sound entitled, so he thinks the reason she responded the way she did was because she was kind of in the mode of a legit Me Too. That's Nick's logic, right? So she worded it as if like within the same mind frame of the legit stuff when it's not. Like, all right, you can make the case of what she did. Like, it sucks what happened to her. She played hide and seek for 10 hours. I would quit, right? For 10 hours, right? Was third to last and didn't even get recognized for it because she's not as big as she used to be, right? And the answer to that is Jimmy can cut his fucking videos the way he wants, but I think what it does explain is why she responded to it so stupidly. That's the logic behind the theory. This is why she did it so stupidly. You know? Imagine that. Imagine pouring your heart out. The only thing, like that would be like when I told I was molested by my babysitter. I did the whole thing on the mama back stuff, and then somebody kept on bringing up. You know that joke you told in that was really funny. What are you talking about? The joke you talk about in New Jersey when you were a kid. Yeah, but that had nothing to do with the crux of the thing. Yeah, I know. It was all about you getting raped and shit like that. But the joke was really good. That was like, can you imagine that? Yeah. The joke is really good. Yeah, but it's kind of a serious topic. That was kind of an anecdote. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to the stuff when you were pouring your heart out and talking about your babysitter molesting you, right? With the joke you told about New Jersey in 1995, that was great. Like, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
That would explain a lot. Now, I don't know if Nick's right, but I kind of bought it, What does he say here? They have both made peace. I heard a bit about this privately, honest to God. I feel like the entire situation was mangled and blown out of proportion before completely spiraling out of control. I no longer think Rosanna did any of this for clout. In all, if what Keem described is true, maybe I'll discuss the light details coming up. Days what I actually think went wrong. So that'll give you a little preview because we discussed it. He'll do a better job than I did. Rosanna. But he might be right. Like, this thing got out of control because she was emotional about the fucking, the serious stuff she was talking about, and then the only thing people cared about is like her kind of mildly bitching about having to play hide and go seek for 10 hours. And she's probably a dipshit, and she didn't know to let that go. She's a YouTuber. She goes, who's going to get the most attention. Anybody watch the Boogie thing? The income from her night with Boogie helped fund her nursing degree.
Yeah, apparently, like, he made a prostitute hate having sex.
Jesus.
Yeah, she like quit.
That's shocking. Fuck this.
Quit,
Good for him. He saved her life. Should be doing that.
Boogie's kind of preoccupied right now. The leaks have gotten to the. I guess there were some leaks about Boogie, where they were talking about the girl being under 18, the girlfriend. Boogie's girlfriend being under 18.
Is she under 18?
And they were talking about it, but it turns out she was 20. So all that stuff in the group chat got leaked, and now like Boogie's mad and 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀 and
the group chat that Salvo found?
Salvo, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's blowing up.
So, well, wait a minute. That's kind of that's private though, Boogs. So they probably were just talking out their ass in the chat, nothing private.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but when it gets leaked, it looks bad. It looks really bad, So.
Yeah, leaks. You said it really sucks. I thought it was going to be, just eventually without all the false allegations of being a pedo and shit. The best time. Yeah, see. Did Keem tweet that your girlfriend was actually 18 in June? I thought it was over a private message that got leaked. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be accurate in a private message. Yeah, I can see this right now. He's kind of arguing about it right now. I can see it.
Yeah, Keem, he tweeted out that, no, she was actually 20.
Yeah, but the leaks are private messages. They tried to get me going. They're saying that Augie and Keem were completely shitting on Matt and Tommy. And I read the headline. That was the headline of the tweet. I read what they were talking about.
Keem fucking hates me.
It couldn't have been farther from the truth.
Keem's always hated me.
Really?
Good. Ever since the Dan 240p drama. He can't stand. He's still got me blocked.
Does he really?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know why. Well,
that's kind of funny though.
Work with you again. If you can make him money, he'll like you again.
No, I will not be making him any money. Nah, can't trust that fucking guy.
You never know.
He's gonna fucking leak a group chat or some shit or fucking.
or he's gonna have some fucking retard in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will not be doing any business with Keemstar ever. I'm good.
Wow, Matt, that is a very harsh stance.
I will be poor with one leg, and I'll be perfectly happy.
Aiden fighting with 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓂 is hysterical. It's like Clash of the Titans, man. He's constantly fighting with that guy, and it's perfect for Aiden because both of them are 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓿 is incapable of letting anything go, taking an L, and Aiden in a different way, although he's not retarded like 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓿 is. He's incapable of anybody getting he's incapable of letting somebody get the last word. He always has to explain himself, So it's a constant thing between one guy who can't ever be wrong versus a guy that has to have the last word. It's what's an unstoppable force hitting an immovable object, and it just keeps going and going and going. It's very, very funny. Yeah, both of them are mentally ill. Aiden being less so. But Tommy, what he said was incorrect. Who cares? But that can't, 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓿, just shut up about it. No. So there's just the cycle repeats over and over again. It's really funny. I would tell you about what it was like to play Call of Duty with Aiden.
Yeah, you said he would keep running away.
So funny. It was so funny. It's like I was with Augie, I think Connor, and this is years ago. And he's like, I was always like, you want to play some COD? I was like, I never get to play COD with you guys. I'll play COD with you guys. Sure. He's like, and Ian's like, can I play? And they're like, no. Why? Because all you do is just run away. And they're like, no, I don't. And I was like, all right, I won't do it this time. I won't do it this time. So we go in, we jump out of the airplane, land in the spot. We ping the spots in the ground, go there, all the weird sound effects. And Aiden gets on the ground. He gets and I just see him run across this field. He's going and going like a retard, you know. And like, I even said, Aiden, where are you going? Oh, I'm over here now looking for stuff. I was like, yeah, but like, stay tight, okay? Yeah, no problem. I'll come right back. All right. And he went to he went even farther. Because if you get caught, like if you're playing 5-on-5 and you got 4 and the 5th guy's like in outer fucking space, if you get engaged by a team that I don't know has 5, you're at a real disadvantage.
Yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah, he just kept going. So we all got killed the first time, and then as soon as we landed the second time, he did it again. He did it again. The only time he didn't do it, it started becoming really like funny to me. I think me and Augie probably jumped probably an hour and a half. The only time, and it was always kind of a relief, that he just didn't run is if he got killed immediately. And he would say, "I'm not." He would even like be in the airplane as we're jumping into the to the place, and he would say, "I won't do it," and he would still do it. It's really funny. So look at that retard go.
Do you want to take a caller? We have Ghost Gaming and waiting.
Ghost Gaming, you're on the air.
He's just too busy gaming.
He's just too busy
that's why he's fucking muted.
He's hitting them gamers. Gamers.
Ghost Gaming, stop gaming and speak. Come on, man.
Ghost Gaming. Yeah, well, he's kind of a ghost, you know.
He does this all the time. He comes in, he's muted. He never says anything.
Not today. Bye. Don't let him back on. I want to go. Patreon's getting out of here. It's so funny.
You need to eat the spirit box. That's
the spirit box. The spirit box.
EVP.
Has that game improved at all?
I haven't played that game in a while.
𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓬𝓢𝓱𝓸𝓀. I'm actually talking to 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵. He's trying to come up with some cool ideas. Peck and Pun, Nedsquick, Everborn, Reynolds Hughes, Tommy C's Cat, Pilkington. Thank you guys so much. You're on the list. Got a lot more Patreons than that, and thank everybody who does it, but those are the $10 ones. You rock. Rock out with your cock out. All right. Love that Patreon. More money. Sad, what are we going to do after show? I promise, right? Well, you don't care.
Yeah, man.
What do you want to do?
Are we still live?
Cat videos.
You want to do the Boogie documentary?
No, I want to do. No, I want to stay off of that because I think that's what we're gonna do with. I think it's gonna come up. Excuse me.
I actually have a video for you if you want to see one.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
It's about the 𝓦𝓲𝓵𝓵𝓵.
How long is it?
It's a long one. We probably it's like 3 hours.
Sounds like fun, but 1 a.m. No, I don't know 1 a.m. Jesus Christmas. No, it's just shorter than that. I don't want to do 30 minutes or so. I mean, there's nothing that good going on. Huh? Marvel's disaster gets worse. Brie Larson takes a back seat. Disney panic. I really hope Disney's falling apart. They're all the usual suspects like Jeremy saying it's over for Disney. But I hope it's true. Actually, I hope it falls apart. Hope they start making good movies again. Stop trying to fucking get my kids fucking underoos and make some movies. I don't know. What's we gonna do? I don't know. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. And tomorrow's kind of a toss-up. Pigeon Salad. Thanks so much. Thanks for everybody who donated and all that other good stuff. I'll see you in the after show, and I'll have something. If I want you to talk to you all. Bye, Matt. Bye.